Hood to hood, niggas straight. Can't believe some of the shit I've seen. Kick on. Back in this lax, blow this sweet. Won't believe some of the shit I've seen. Really though.
Welcome back to the Blocumentry. We got my boy Ad Money in here, giving some good stories and facts about this good high desert here. How you doing, man? What you been up to?
Oh man, I've been good, man. Back at it like a crack addict, man. Just glad to be back. You know what I'm saying? A baby right here. I got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of stuff going on, so I got baby doing my hair. Hope you don't mind.
Hey man, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, yes sir. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, man. You know, just wanted to get back into the Blocumentary. You know what I'm saying? Start touching on some of these crazy white boys out here. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you know, I've been talking a lot about the brothers in the early 2000s, but you know, they had some white boys out here that was making some noise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I dig it, man. Tell us about that noise. What kind of noise? What were they doing out here?
I mean, you know, getting money. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand. So this area, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, first of all, this episode 4, man. For y'all keeping up and keeping score, this is episode 4, man. And keep rocking with me. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, you know, getting money. You know, you had dudes out here that was making real Skrilla. And see, people don't want to acknowledge that. They want to act like, you know, Victorville was a small area, little, you know, just a little shot off the freeway. But we was out here getting real Skrilla. They still to this day getting real Skrilla. But you have to know who to know to play, you know. And back in the days, you know, talking about the white boys out here, you know, this area was ran by Vagos. Well, I wouldn't say it was ran by, but it was a Vago area. You know, then you had the young crew I had spoke on earlier, OTK, right?
And what's Vagos to people that don't know?
Vagos is a outlaw motorcycle gang.
Okay.
You know, they wear green with they wear jean cuts with green, Vagos in the back and green, always wear jeans. From my understanding, they could wear leather. I'm not in the motorcycle crew. Let me get that established right now. I'm not on the motorcycle set scene or no way. So, you know, I don't know. But from what I've seen, they wear jean cuts. You know what I'm saying? White boy outlaw motorcycle gang. But pretty much though, you know, you had them. You know, you had the Hessians. Hessians is you know, like the fool that jumped over his house out there in Apple Valley on MTV or whatever. The white dudes with the haircut low, not bald but low. You know, they used to wear like the Metal Militia, the Dickie shorts, you know what I'm saying, with the skater shoes, and you know what I'm saying, they'd be laughing like you know, them Hessians, bruh. You know, dirt bike riding white boys with the business. You know, cause Southern California got some crazy white boys. You know, it's not like, you know, in the Bay Area, you know, they was up there wearing Gap and all that, you know, rocking with the movement, with the Thiz. Either that or they was real square, you know what I'm saying, wearing London fog coats and stuff. Out here, man, them white boys was wearing Dickie shorts in 50-degree weather and with the flip flops, with no socks, flip flops with the Dickie shorts on, with the racing shirts, ready to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways,
Was they on some racist shit?
I mean, this was a racist area. You feel me? But not really if you knew him. Like, for instance, like, right, so back in the days, right, they had this one dude, you had to know him, PM, right, Paul Murphy, right? They used to call him Prince Paul. You know, Paul had the bomb, you know, and see, a lot of people out here wasn't having bomb, they was having Bammer. They was still having Stress, Reggie, you know, but if you knew Paul Murphy, you know, you could, you know, you go spin with him. And he used to always pull up with the Versace Lokes on, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? He always come through, man. And you go to his house, he stay over there in Apple Valley and stuff. You know, he always had the fire. You know, but he wasn't fading everybody. And the fool was like, he like knew karate or something. I heard one time he was up at the bar and somebody disrespected him and he kicked him through the window. He karate kicked the dude in the chin or something. Dude flew all through the window, looked like he was moonwalking. You know what I'm saying? That's what they said. They said it looked like he was moonwalking, he was floating. But anyways, yeah, Paul Murphy, man. Paul was a baller. Then you know, you had so you had my homeboy Stephen. Stephen was my homeboy, right? Stephen was a cool dude. Stephen was getting his paper, but Stephen, you know, they cut his time down or whatever. You know what I mean? But Stephen had an apartment in downtown Victorville when we was in high school, and it was just an apartment full of kids. It was like the movie Kids. It was just all teenagers up in there. We used to go to the D Street Park and sell dummy rocks to the smokers and stuff. We would take macadamia nuts and soak them in ambisol and stuff, wrap them up extra tight and tell them they can't open them up. And we sell the dummy rocks to the smokers and stuff just like that, get our money. But yeah, man, Stephen used to fuck with this female named Brandy for years. And yeah, they did Stephen wrong. Stephen was balling. Stephen had a house, big old house. I remember they was young too. And when him and Brandy got together, they was doing real good. And he had flipped a big house right there in Victorville. And then he had I think it was a 430, a Lexus 430. Way back then, it was clean too. And you know, he was getting his cheese. Stephen was into everything. You know, he had the bomb and he had the windows. But you know, apparently, somebody shot somebody, and then somebody told that somebody shot somebody in the head, and apparently they told the police, and the police believed it, and they said it was Stephen. So, you know, they took him in and everything, you know, and he ended up getting life. So yeah, Stephen gone. Stephen was a good dude, man, and he ended up getting. I don't know if he got the chance of parole or not, but yeah, Stephen got life, so
that's a cold game right there.
Yeah, man, Stephen was cool, man. He was getting his money, but you had another fool out here back then. See, and this is still before Smash and Desert Heat, you know. But you had this other fool right now. Now this dude, he was a white boy, but he wasn't like sick like the other ones. Like Stephen and Paul Murphy was sick with it. This fool, he was just having money, but his name was Evan, right? Evan like came out of nowhere, you feel me? Because we used to have a spot over on Tonakai, right? Me and Lil Larry and me, Lil Larry Quan, Big Larry and them. It was Big Larry in them spot. But we had the front, and then Larry and the older cats had the back. Hucklebuck. Used to be over there. So yeah, so Evan used to come through. Evan had the Chevy Sierra. He had you know, like the Silverado with the Cadillac front end on it on spinners. He had that back in the days when that was the big thing to do, put the Cadillac front end on it. Evan had the new Jaguar. When Jaguar came out with that little short Jag that everybody was riding, he had that Jag on spinners. No, Evan didn't have spinners on the truck. He had the spinners on the Jag, and he had 22s. You remember that Jag, right? When everybody thought then they fell apart after like 5 years. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Evan had that. And Evan like came out of nowhere. Actually, it was this dude named Bubble Up, this dude named Sam King. He was Sam's homeboy, and Sam just popped up from nowhere with hella chronic. And then here come Evan. We found out that Evan was the one who was giving Sam the bomb or whatever. But Evan used to come do deals with us over there on Tonakai, right? So Evan was fucking with Baby Hucklebuck. So Baby Hucklebuck was always tied in back to what I was telling y'all in other episodes about the mob in Hesperia. So Hucklebuck was a real life gangster from A-Track Gangsters, right? He was an OG. And so he used to middleman between Evan and the mob in Hesperia, you know, or the cartel cast. This was actually cartel cast, and they would come to Evan and get the chronic, because Evan had some good. He had some real fire. And so what ended up happening is he would, you know, Hucklebuck would, you know, the dudes, the essays would call Huck would make the deal or whatever. But I guess Evan got tired of giving Hucklebuck his extras, because, you know, Hucklebuck would make the deal, everything will be safe, everything will be cool, and then that was that, and he'd get his extras. Well, then Evan cut Hucklebuck out, and so, you know, I don't really know who it was, you know, and if I did, I wouldn't say no names anyways, which I probably do know, but I still ain't saying nothing. But whoever Evan was dealing with, the dudes came through to his house. So they had a big old fat house over there in Apple Valley in this place called the Castile Homes, and I guess his mama was fine or whatever, so I guess they went up in there and scared his mama, robbed the house, held his mama at gunpoint, made the boy come home. The boy came home, then they gave up all his money, gave the chronic and everything. And I don't know if they took the wheels off the truck and then took his wheels or whatever, but I know that after that, them fools up and moved instantly. Like they was gone, you know. And it was all because, you know, he didn't want to pay that tax. You know, sometimes you got to pay that tax, bro. Everybody wants to be the boss, but sometimes you got to pay the cost to be the boss, and sometimes you got to do boss shit. And when it was time to do boss shit, when they came up in there and they took all that stuff from that man, he didn't do nothing back. He actually just up and moved. So that was the end of him. But see, that was right about the time the mood in the desert was changing. You know, still pre-smash, but see, you had another entity in the desert, right, in downtown Victorville, right, called ESV, right? So ESV stand for Eastside Victoria. That was the little SA neighborhood downtown Victorville. That's who really run or got downtown Victorville. And when the brothers used to be over there, when we used to be over there doing our thing, we was kind of like on the pass from ESV. You know, there used to be this lady named Sandy. She used to work in A&PM. She'll tell you, but she used to let us know as far as in the park, like, you know, what the essays was talking about. And like, she was like a median between us and the essays. They would tell her, like, you know, they would probably tell her straight up, like, hey, tell them my ethics, whatever, woo, woo, you know. But, you know, they would come out at night and they take the park over at night, but they would let us have the park during the day. And this is before all that 90 days and 90 nights and all that hate came out. You know what I'm saying?
What's the 90 days and 90 nights thing?
Well, I don't know if it was 90 days, it was 40 days or 40 nights or whatever, but it was when the essays started tripping back, when the dudes from 60s robbed the essays in LA, and the essays put out a mandate that anybody with white t-shirts or something like that. That's what I heard at the time. I think it was around like 2006. They were supposed to be killing anybody with white t-shirts or shooting any niggas that they seen walking around with white t-shirts, because they had the Crip niggas in LA had robbed some baller essay dude for like 20-30 birds or something like that, and it was on, and it was orders from the penitentiary. See, that's what people don't realize about Southern California essays. Orders be coming down from the penitentiary, and they don't have no say so. They got to do whatever they got to do. They get told to do something, they get told to do something. You know, I had a partner. That's another story. I had a partner from ESV. And so what people don't understand about Southern California is everything is built on race. You know, that's why I keep saying how racist it is out here, because the white boys white, blacks, Mexicans, and everybody else is others. You know, you go to jail, you go to prison, ain't no sharing, ain't no in the county. You could talk, chit chat. I heard in the pen you can't even talk. I've never been in prison in California. You know, I stopped off in another state. You know, but in the South, but out here in the county, you can't use. Everybody got different toilets. Toilets segregated, phones segregated, the lunch table segregated. You can't trade food, even if it's in a package closed up like a store. The SA dude got noodles and you got a candy bar. Y'all can't swap it. He could want a candy bar to save his life, and the noodles could quench your thirst and hunger forever. You couldn't swap if you wanted to. If you got caught, y'all getting smashed, greenlit. And so one time I was in the county and shit, and I seen the homie. He was from ESV at Tiny Joker or whatever, and I was like trying to holler at him, like, what's up, you know? And you know, see, I was from the Bay Area. This is actually my first time going to the county. I was in West Valley, and he told me like it's not good like that. Any other time it'd be good, but not right now. And actually, a riot jumped off my very first night in the county. A riot jumped off my very first night. But yeah, it's serious out here, man. Everything come down to race, man. But the desert has some sick white boys back in the days. They still with the business though. They still out here. But yeah, shout out Stephen, man. Free my boy Stephen. Shout out Paul Murphy. I don't know what happened to Evan. So we probably have to just talk about Evan next time, man, a little bit more, man, because Evan was really having that money. Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, anything else you want to tell us about that time?
Oh man, just, you know, it was a good time, man. It was fun. It was really fun, man. It was actually, we was having fun out here, having big parties, get money. It was good times, but once again, like everything else in the world, everything comes to an end. And they invented Smash, and good times stopped. They did that desert heat, and they served everybody for 2 years straight. We're going to have to start talking about that soon.
Well, that's what's up. Well, we definitely appreciate you giving us this insight to the Blocumentary. We look forward to seeing that episode 5. I'm sure you're going to be coming up soon with that.
Yeah, hopefully she get me right, because I gotta go to LA tonight and do a little business thing down there tonight. Handle some business and stuff, some dispensary stuff.
That's what's up, man. Well, thank you for coming again. We're gonna chop it up another time.
10-4.